Talkin Football on WTNS, brought to you by the Jeff Drennan Dealerships.
Welcome to Talkin Football here on WTNS, brought to you by the Jeff Drennan Dealerships. I'm Casey Claxton here with Steve Corries, heading into Week 4 of the high school football season. But before we preview the games coming up this weekend, Coos, let's take a look back at what happened in Week 3.
All right, Week 3, game played up here. Riverview and East Knox did battle. East Knox, an excellent football team, came in averaging over 50 points a game. Riverview stayed right with them until late in the ball game. A little bit of a lightning delay kind of messed things up a bit for them. But East Knox, a very good football team, and the Bears fall to 1-2. The other game, Ridgewood and Coshocton, and Ridgewood just continues to roll. They can do it any way you want to try. They can throw the ball. They were perfect throwing the football. Caden Smith stepped up and ran the ball extremely well. Offensively, Coshocton showed some flashes, especially in the second half, getting their offense going a little bit, got some points on the board, and I know they're looking forward to playing this week.
Let's take a look at the games coming up now in Week 4. Let's start with the Ridgewood Generals.
Well, the Ridgewood Generals have Malvern coming to town. It'll be the third straight home game for Ridgewood. Malvern comes in with a record of 2-1. They do have a couple of dynamic players that have the ability to get in the end zone, but Ridgewood with that offense and that stout defensive front is really going to create problems for Malvern. I look for Ridgewood to continue and win here easily this Friday night.
The Coshocton Redskins return to Stewart Field. It is homecoming in Week 4 for the Skins.
Well, they're playing a team that we're not really real familiar with out of West Virginia, Lindsley. And, they come in with an unbeaten record. They're 3-0. The only really game that we could take much from would be they played Martins Ferry, defeated Martins Ferry by 14-13. Martins Ferry is not as strong as they've been in the past. So I'm sure the Redskins on homecoming looking to atone for those losses and get back in the win column.
And our featured game coming up on Friday night that you can hear right here on FM 99.3 WTNS has the Riverview Black Bears entertaining the Blue Devils from Zanesville.
And this is going to be a tough one for the Bears. Zanesville, a real good football team. They're 3-0, won a big game last week against a good Tri-Valley team. From what we understand, Zanesville has a lot of skilled people. They like to get them in space, and they can score on you from anywhere on the field. For Riverview, they want to continue to do what they do. After they get through with this stretch, they're looking at a pretty good area where they can get some victories and get that record back to 500.
Chris Wallace is back with us this week as we record Talkin Football, brought to you by the Jeff Drennan Dealerships here at Riverview High School. Chris is standing by with some of the Black Bears. He's got Donnie Kale with him now.
Thank you very much, Casey. We are alongside Donnie Kale, linebacker and wide receiver for the Black Bears. And Donnie, what do you enjoy most about strapping up the black and gold for home games at Don Rushing Stadium?
It's an amazing environment. I mean, coming out with the student section and the band going, it's something that I'll always remember.
This year more than ever, the community support has been amazing. You see just people on the streets, like at the dairy, and they're like, hey, good job Friday night. Like, we love watching you play.
The environment is just unreal. It's something I look forward to every single week.
Just everybody coming out, like you get to look up in the stands and see your friends and family, just knowing that it's a home game and the atmosphere about it.
It's always nice to come out here and see all the support we get from our students and everybody in the community. It's just a crazy feeling because I've been playing football with these guys since I was 10 years old, so it's always nice to come out there and play for my teammates.
It's something that you only get to do once in your life. You can go to college and play, but it's just everybody that you talk to, it's not going to be the same. Friday night football is what people miss once they leave, and it's just a once-in-a-lifetime thing that I'm ready to enjoy for the next 2 years.
Just enjoying every moment that we have together because I know I'm not going to be able to play football with these guys ever again, so I'm just kind of living the moment.
It's really awesome to be known not just as a football player, but just as a Riverview Black Bear in general.
So join us for the pregame show at 6:30 on Friday night, right here on FM 99.3 WTNS. And you can also listen online on our website at mywtnsradio.com. The Riverview Black Bears and the Zanesville Blue Devils. This is Talkin Football, brought to you by the Jeff Drennan Dealerships on the sports voice of East Central Ohio, FM 99.3 WTNS Coshocton.
Talkin Football on WTNS, brought to you by the Jeff Drennan Dealerships.